Okay, today we're going to talk about clinically relevant behavior. Clinically relevant behavior is a notion coming from functional analytic psychotherapy, FAP, which is absolutely essential to the way we use acceptance and commitment therapy. So what is a clinically relevant behavior, a CRB? A CRB is a behavior that the client does in session, which on the one side is the same as a problematic behavior that the client does in his daily life, and on the other hand, the same as an improved behavior that the client could do in his daily life. And it's clinically relevant if and only if it appears in the moment in the therapeutic relationship and is the same behavior as the behavior in the client's everyday life. Why is it important to look at clinically relevant behavior? Well, it is absolutely essential to keep an eye out for clinically relevant behavior, because if you don't, you run the risk of punishing client improved behaviors, and you also risk reinforcing problematic behavior. Imagine a client who has difficulty expressing his needs, and the form this behavior takes with you is the client never puts any items on the session agenda. So, and you're following your, let's say, 6 steps approach to the ACT matrix, and you see the client never asks to put anything on the agenda, but you know the client has a problem expressing his needs. Well, if you don't ask the client for what he needs in the session and just go with your agenda, chances are you are actually reinforcing that behavior of not asking for his needs. Similarly, if with the same client, if the client says, well, you know, this week I would like to talk about an argument I had with my mother, but you would like to work on a step in your 6 steps approach, and you are not aware that the client is actually producing an improved clinically relevant behavior, an improved CRB by expressing a need to speak about his mother, then what you are doing is you are actually punishing an improved behavior. But of course, everything depends on the client. Imagine a client who likes to control every conversation. Well, for this client, putting things on the agenda and trying to control the agenda all the time may actually be a problematic behavior. So you may not necessarily want to always follow that. And for a client like this, telling you, I don't know what to put on the agenda for today, I'll let you choose that, would actually be an improved behavior. So you see, it's important to identify CRB for each client so that you can reinforce improved behavior and also make sure you don't punish improved behavior or reinforce problematic behavior. So that's the reason why it always pays to keep an eye out for these CRBs in your clinical practice. I'm not sure I was at my best. No, you think it was okay? Oh, okay.